We have been residing in the steppes for so long, as Zoroastrians. We were able to liberate ourselves from foreign rule and created our own empire, the Empire of Turan, which spans most of the steppes through the Tarim Basin into Tokharian lands, and even taken over all the territories that used to belong to the Western Protectorate, but no longer. The Western Protectorate are gone, and in their place are just Chinese vessels that work for us now. But for now, there is a new destiny that is for the expansion of the Turan Empire. I mean, we've been the Chinese time and time again that we sometimes wish that we would invade the empire, but our empire is not big enough to match them. But to do that, we've expanded elsewhere, southwards. We used to hold this territory, which is still under our control, but I fear that it might be split off from us sooner rather than later. And I wish we can get the Arabian Shahdom to join us, but that won't happen anytime soon because we cannot vassalize them. Even offering them vassalization, even to their peace, would be out of the question. Unless we have to push somebody's claim, as he's, holds 2 titles, and get the whole, like we have to push the guy's claim, and has to be landed, to get that kingdom in. To get them to join the Turan Empire, so we can be together. For we are the only real army of Zoroastrianism with a chance to develop and strengthen. Right now, we've taken a great expansion into the areas of the Powderhead Shahdom. Used to be Arabian Empire control, but we fought in a religious liberation war as we created this Shahdom and later vassalized them. Yeah, this is the Shahdom of Sistan, also known to the Balo culture as the Baluchistan Shahdom. Shahdom of Baluchistan. Now, we fought against the Arabian Empire once, and we've severely beaten them, and now they are in for quite a bit of civil war here now that he's 16 years old, and already there's a war of tyranny as the Caliph of Islam declares war against him, as he's also joined of this other conflict from over there. While the Shia Caliphate, they pretty much stayed out of the business, which I believe it's best for them, even though they're the weaker of the 2 caliphates. But he's decadent. While him being shy, craven, and homosexual doesn't help his case, and that's the reason why they decide to rebel against him. Should he lose, then this man, though a little more capable, will be able to rule the empire. But we're going to take a big chunk out of their empire very soon. I'm still Empress Ranisa, the Butch. I'm not long for this world, but for many years I kept my eldest daughter Yena to stay away from the warrior lodge. It's not her life, but apparently they were right all along. So the next time I get a mission that they tell me to get Yena in, I will finally accept it. We already have grandchildren, including one bastard, which, can't be legitimized right now, because, that's his. So now, he gave me a bit of a decision on what to do, even though it's also precarious. It's like, yeah, we took a great part of that territory, but Persia would be ideal because that is the biggest territory, about as big as Khorasan, in fact. Actually, it's bigger in the inside because of more holdings here, like in Esfahan. Not to mention home of 3 Zoroastrian Holy Sites. We control one in bulk, also known as Bactria, to other cultures. Khorasan, which in Nishapur County, which I often refer to it as the heart of Zoroastrianism, because everybody's been fighting for that territory, and yet they still stand. But if we capture all of Persia, we would be taking control of 3 holy sites, all at once. And yes, that includes the county of Kurdistan too on its very end. But the problem is, there's this revolt in the way. But the question is anybody willing to get rid of him? And on the last episode, since we left you in the last one, I thought about considering of doing just one little holy war, just to take this one holy site. In the other, I saw this option, Great Conquest, which is huge territorial gain. But there is a problem. That revolt is in the way. So, the Great Conquest is how it works is, as you can see here, I don't want to hit send just yet. The army is greater or equal to 95% of the Empress's army. That's how it works. And we've already beaten them before, and I thought about breaking a truce, but remember, when you declare that war, you lose 3,000 prestige, lose 1,500 piety, and since I would be a truce breaker, I would lose even more prestige, which by that time I would barely have any prestige. So I thought, why not both? We'll do a holy war here, in which the Emirate of Jerusalem may join, which doesn't faze me one bit. Even though on a revolt, I don't think they'll join, something like that. It's going to be all in one anyhow. These guys are Shia Islam, mainly, so they won't interfere. So, I've taken an awful risk before, but I think I'm taking the biggest one yet. I have enough renown. And our commanders, we have some really experienced ones, but there are some better than others. Hell, this is what this is for. Give me one. Sogdian Zoroastrian Marauder. We need more of those. So, I expect great things from you, Marty. Yeah, we will take its place. And mind you, since we're not expecting war with China at all, so get rid of Ramtish the Whiner. He's very old, so get him out of here. Look at this. Let me see that book. Ah, Quality 3 book, I see. But it's an intrigue book, something that my heir would have liked, but no, we need all the grace we can get. Because we need another Chinese strategist. Off we go. Yeah, Ramtish is no longer my spy master. I'm in need of another strategist, so that way we can give our commanders Chinese tactics. There's already some, but not all. And we already have somebody that does the movement around here. So just remain at court for a while. You'll be called when need to. Yeah, I know we have issues, you know. I liberated you, then we vassalized you, I give you some vassal transfer. But I think position of Spy Master will do for you. Yeah, just hold on. It's a little glitch. I just came in this game and using mods. Sometimes it just gives out a little bit of trouble. Just what happens? Oh, nothing. Okay. It'll disappear as soon as you start the game. Okay. I've said about the option about, well, why not both? That's what I said. Why not both? We'll just do this holy war, in which we'll try to get a piece of Kerman, and then move into the rest of Persia. So, you got one. And now, start the Great Conquest of Persia to have the rest. If the rebellion is over, that means, well, holy war being conclusive, but this conflict will still be on. I have to do this before the defensive pact is formed, and I can't do a thing about it. But this huge gain, if we succeed, we are not going anywhere. And that monthly decay is going to take a long time before we expand again. Which, fine by me. Because after a great victory, I'm ready for a period of peace. So, what we're doing basically is, we're putting our Sogdian pride on the line. If we can beat the Arabs, we can defeat the Arabian Empire. And if we beat them so badly, maybe the Arabian Shahdom could take advantage by expanding into Baluchistan or Dalim areas. So that's what we're going to do. If we win, we vassalize or take everything that's held by them. Even if there's still Muslims residing there, we're still going to kick them out. And I know who I'm going to place the man on the throne to. Not a Sogdian, a Persian. As it should be. Here we go. Yeah, we broke the truce. Prestige is spent, and I almost have... Well, I have little prestige now, but our gain is still good. Now, get everybody together. Head to Zahedan, which that one has good supply for most of us. And start training the troops again. It's just to further increase our size as we go. We have no time to be making arrests. Whatever we're doing is at their behest. We have no time for home problems. That'll be dealt with in peacetime. This is the biggest war yet. And we're doing it. But there are some areas where armies need to move fast. Because from your starting points, it's just ridiculous. Ah, that's the revolt army. Yeah, revolt army. And just to get technical here, just get ahead. See? Slightly ahead. Your position's fine, so it's this one. Where the hell are you? Ah. Well, that's the best I could do. And don't forget from this new area and Old Baka. So for now on, main objective, take Kerman. And then we'll get Persia, the rest along the way. And the only way for the rebellion to be won, since it's against tyranny, we got to get rid of him. You know, sure, it'll please the masses, but if it's what they wanted, then that's what they're going to get. And plus, they're going to be very busy fighting amongst themselves while we take in and take all the territory without much resistance. That's what I'm hoping for. Another swift victory, but I don't think it'll be that swift like the last time. And any prisoners gotta get their gold because this war is gonna cost us a lot of money. And some of that is gonna be paid in gold. Yeah, there's a few Shia that are willing to pay. Yeah, that means, yeah, the Kurds used to hold Baghdad, which now it's under Shia control again. So assassinating him, even though he's got a good intrigue, but highly unlikely. Although he would probably most rather go into hiding if he finds out about this plot. And we can't tell this guy to stop. 16,000 versus 26,000. I think he will be able to defend himself. So we'll cooperate. Yes, we broke the truce. Well, I'm going to start antagonizing you. Like, I got to get you to, you know, duel me, and then I will kill you. So that way, he gets what he wants. New heir, the new ruler, and then the war will continue. So for now, you get the honor of the first strike. In fact, you lot. Take this area. If the enemy army comes, retreat. Wait for the others. Now I'll be in this position and call to glory once more. More events spawn troops to back us up. And away we go. Defense pack's already formed and they are not going to do a damn thing about it. Yena, prove to me why you want to be the best of the best. I thought you were going to be more for intrigue, but clearly it's not the same. She's in battle right now, so I've died a natural death. A pious woman, she spent many years and resources trying to spread the word of Ahura Mazda amongst the heathens. Now, Empress Yena, or Baluchistan, which is Queen of Queens in Sogdian. Blessed with an abundance of friends, Yena is likely to find strong support for her rule. Long live Empress Yena. Well, she did predict that she wasn't long for this world. But now, she's got a tall task ahead of her. Very tall. And stop that assassination. Now, I cannot join the warrior lodge, can't I? Oops, excuse me. Rebellious Afghans. Rome is still with us. No, I cannot join them. But there are other alternatives, such as the Spiders Guild. Which we need that in order to rank up a bit. So I can use things like raise an army or have a warrior pilgrimage to improve, well, this in particular. But nonetheless, it's wartime now. So the tradition of the warrior lodge in this family has ended. Now it's up to you to strengthen the Zoroastrian religion. We just have to win this little holy war here if we can, but we'll win a big one. But if we can't win holy wars, then we'll build temples somewhere. And not a lot of people are going to be happy with me. That's for the advisors. No. Just for your sake, cousin. And for you. And I guess you. Yeah, there's going to be some problems. The fact that we have another female heir. But I can please them. Let's just talk about it. But first, we have a role for me. Because I will choose my patron angel. Just try Parvatat perfection, just +1 stewardship because the stewardship skill's low, very low. Right, we've destroyed their army, and the rector of Academy has sent me a beautifully illuminated manuscript in honor of my recent accession to the throne, since I'm the first graduate. Alright. Now, I have to perform a sky burial. As my mother's heir falls upon me to bring her to the mountains, she'll be offered to the birds of prey, and in death she will generously share her flesh of all living creatures. May her spirit soar into the heavens. I shall take her to the mountains myself. That means we lost our ability to call the glory, so what we're bringing is what we have. And most of our capable commanders have gone now. But we still have our shield maidens. Is the Chinese strategist still here? No, he's gone too. This presents some challenges. Well, anyways, are there any better ones out there? Plenty. Too bad most of them are women, and they're not members of the Warrior Lodge or even shield maidens. It's not a thing. But we'll be bringing in some. You then. We need all the talent that we can get. Does that mean my sister's... Oh, she's still a student. Well, I can't call her back here, as if the country needs her. But now we lose our abilities to field large armies, but we're still formidable. We still are. But my child is a newborn. I will have to use this sword just to improve the performance of the units. The sword is strictly for dueling. This one's for practical military, and we're going for practical military option here. And we equipped a bunch of study books. That's the reason why I have quite a bit of diplomacy skills, surprisingly. To your places. After reaching the mountains, I carefully placed the body where I deemed a good location. I can already hear the vultures soaring above me as I perform the necessary rituals. When I start to make my way back down, it doesn't take long until the vultures begin to tear at the flesh of both beak and claw. You are with Ormaz now. as much as how my mother hated Manichaeans, but he's a cynical one. But sure, I'll take it. If he screws up one treatment of one of the people that I know of, then there's going to be trouble, and I will not like it. Now that we brought you here, that's good enough. Including the old Nat Nana. And mind you, the terrain, there's some desert, and there's many mountains. That's what we're dealing with here, as we will be sieging these areas soon. Oh, I finished my sky burial. Now it's time to lead. All of my commanders are old and venerable, but they will do for a time. Word of an epidemic. We received news of a horrible epidemic in Kundina, part of Kundina. At first the rumors thought to be exaggerated, but ever since the disorderly arrival of inconsolable refugees at our gates, it has been difficult to ignore what is happening. They tell of various symptoms, and are curious from the reports seeing large bubbles, people vomiting blood before dying, while others have their extremities turned black, rotting off their bodies. Terror is spreading rapidly as the disease, and so far there has been no mention of the cure, only mass graves. Is this the will of Ahura Mazda? Kundina is not far away. It's not that far away. Kundina. Oh, Kundina, part of Kundina, that's what they mean. So, with the epidemic starting in India, that means it's gonna spread into India first before it gets to here. You know, that Silk Road Falls, those merchants are gonna be bringing that disease here. We better hurry up with this conflict. Ah, good. A strong genius. Ah. Yo. Get. That's a lot of money, but... Or I'd just rather kill you. Since people accuse me of being a Black Widow. Well, guess we'll live up to that now, shall we? I didn't know you were a shield maiden, but you're very old, so we'll replace you. Huh. Talking about my eating habits. Can't spare the money. But we still got a book anyhow. Remember, taking this area, main objective. Just trying to get back into shape, in warrior shape. While meanwhile, I will try to please him in some way. How dare you? You and I are gonna fight one of these days. You want that old sword? I'll never part with any of my babies. Provoked. Just gathering soon. Again, loyalists will definitely defeat the rebels, but they got other problems. Yazidi revolt and a peasant revolt in Homs. Oh, Syria. Huh? I was wondering, where's Homs? That name sounds familiar. So we'll cooperate to defeat the rebels for you, and then we're going to fight you directly. Even if we're going without spawned troops. Now we're going to go get rid of my husband and marry the strong genius. Even though there's a little opportunity for that. Talking about for timing reasons. Oh no. What have I done? If it's a son, then I gotta stop. Okay, fully occupied those areas. Now, which is weaker? This here. Now, China is being invaded by the Jurchen horde again. Manichaean heresy is spreading. We can't do anything about that. That's the reason why we gotta win this war, because our moral authority is so low because of infidel rebel victories somewhere, and temples being looted by raiders. If we can just take 3 holy sites, our moral authority will go way up. Oh, by the way, since it was my mother who started this Great Conquest, I would be very much bankrupt if we were to lose. So we have more to lose than to gain. I mean, the gain is big, but the lose is a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's scary. I mean, talking about for this here, but not for us of the Turani army up there. We'll be with you soon. Go now. You know, our land organization isn't going to be all that great. Most of our army consists of infantry and cavalry. But our cavalry do most of the work. Morale defense. You know, we're facing big armies over there, so I believe morale and defense will do for the infantry. I think we'll do that. Plus, it's mountainous territory. The further we go over there, cavalry doesn't do well in mountains, but infantry, yes. So we have to get it up. First thing we'll do in the period of peace is start looking for another resource. While meanwhile, go kill my husband and... Mobs of new people arriving in Kashmir. Most of the newly arrived are commoners fleeing a plague that has reached Gujarat, just beyond the borders of our realm. Some have lost their families, some are trying to protect theirs, and a few that are travelers or merchants that had an easier time moving. All of them seem to have witnessed indescribable horrors, and hardly any will talk about it at all. The ones that do talk warn the others of the coming plague and urge them to stay inside or pack their things and flee. Boy, they went through the Gangetic Plain fast. We must survive this. assault. We got no choice, because this is a bad region to be in. This is better up here. But this is our main objective. Unless you want to split them and go this way, which would be for the best, to prevent further losses. Act. Get them moving. Fast. Can't afford to lose any more troops. Now my husband knows about what the heck I'm doing. Well, we're taking our objective. We may have to fight them. Yeah, about that. Mayor Watch of Samarkand. You may be a known criminal, but we need you. I guess we better speed this up, otherwise we may have to go for white peace, but Mother would have hated that. Have we done that? Again, if she was still around, she would no doubt continue on fighting. Two more holdings to go. Guess I'm a fine duelist, but I'm pregnant right now, so not now. And she run away. That's gonna have to wait. Finish your siege. We may have to go in after him. But that doesn't look like that'll be happening any time soon. Okay, you know what? We're going. At least you're around to move fast. You'll go up there. Hope you get killed. Gothas. Hope you get killed. Someone could do better. Ah, yes, the strong genius. If this doesn't work, then, let me see. Light infantry, heavy infantry. He's got pikemen, a couple of cavalry, quite a bit of archers. Most so, I think we will run him over. I think we'll do fine. Just figure out your way to get up there. I don't think there's anyone better that can get the troops moving fast, right? No, Cornell's a good chance. Why did I have to get pregnant during a crucial time like this? But then again, I did want a son. What a bother, a number of good dresses I'm still able to grow. They're still able to wear is growing increasingly smaller as my pregnancy takes its course. Perhaps I should order new clothes to be tailored on my current measurements. No need to go through. I'll lose proud for this. I guess you made the right call. So we'll take this territory while we will get parts of Persia. His rebellion, though. He's still got quite a bit of time to get there. But this may save our lives here. Okay. So, he's going to give up Kerman to us. New place to siege. go here. And you will have these gains. God damn these people. Wait until the baby is born. This is getting worse and worse. I don't think you can handle it. Neither of us. We're too far away to deal with that threat now. But there's going to be something far worse that's coming. And better act fast. Now, where were we? Football cook. Bam. And Surgeon. Again, they still outnumber us greatly. But who am I to ask such estimates? Where did I raise these troops from? Oh, all the hell way over there. Writing a book on Ulumian philosophy. Again, his priority is with the rebels, not here. It's closing in on Samarkand. I didn't think it would be here. But my children over there. I didn't think it would come up here. What's more important, land or home? I mean, we were able to take this area. That's a good success for the Zoroastrian faith. But family or faith? Oh, hell. We have to make a stand here. That's their whole army. For the most part, yes. Here's desert and he's crossing a river. Get the best up here. I guess you, for inspiration. You continue on the siege. I'm just so scared. Actually, it's... Wait a minute, which army's going where? Sultan wants to go here. The others go on the Jabal coast that we've recently conquered. Okay, I understand. Is it in Samarkand now? By the gods, it is. By Ormazd, it is. Just horrified. The children. You know what? No, no, no. I don't know if you could... I know you cannot see me, but just try to picture me just being just horrified and stunned silent with a very, very concerned look on my face. Let's just try to win this battle. I don't know about the war. I mean, sure, I'm safe from the plague, but my children are there. They're holding them off. But it's a lot of Persia we have to take, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Especially with what's going on back there. Especially that we're taking quite a bit of loss. This man knows what he's doing. So we're supporting him now. Oh my god. Oh my. It's going to be coming on down to Persia soon. If we do white peace now, they won't go for it. And if we do that, then that would be considered high treason for the Zoroastrian cause. I was about to say, but the Tokharian land hasn't been affected yet. Hold on, give it another month. See if it doesn't go to Kashgar. Just hang on, children. Hang on, Anakin. Who else is down the line? Dara. If you're with us. I don't know what's your issue. What's so hard about impregnating one another? Why aren't you out there? You're supposed to help out with the siege. We may come and support you. Gotta get up the mountains. Can't do any good here. Oh, the plague just exploded in the spread. Does not appear to be spreading in the Vargon areas. Okay. Sogdian Queen Mother. I got a guardian for you to take. Please. If you're not in seclusion right now. You do live there. Yeah, he lives in the capital. Anyone willing to accept? Hey, we gotta put him somewhere else. Not here. Not in Sistan. Turani. Yeah, I guess here. Even though they won't like it, that they say, hey, it's being raised by a foreigner, but it's for her own safety. If that plague gets into our front lines as we are besieging this area, although it's mostly on the revolt areas, that would also mean, well, we would most likely have no choice but to send our retinue back to the area to deal with the Manichaeans. Though they're small in size and can be easily dealt with, but they can't. They just don't have the manpower. And if we want to stay here and try to take all these areas, we have to do it in smaller forces. I mean, look at this for example. Friendly territory, but Black Death has really ravaged its supplies. And these hostile holdings don't give out much supply either. In fact, this one's worse. And that's worse. It's going to get worse before it's going to get better. If it does indeed come here, then we'll have no choice but to shut the gates and order the retinue back and cut off the troop size a bit, unless you want to return the friendly lines to reinforce. Well, they have their own problems, which it'll be dealt with. And I'm sure soon he will feel the wrath of the Black Death as well. Better than the us, but we are the first to get it before they do. And most certainly India. Just for once. You're not secluded yet. It's my chance. Scratch on me. I'll be leveling up quite a bit of glory as time passes, especially in seclusion. Oh, and don't forget the economy's gonna go straight to hell with this Black Death, with the population's gonna be killed off. Cannot forget about that. And I'm only chuckling a bit because that's just me being... I have no court decision. Hey, wisdom. Don't worry about her. She's in another court. Somewhere safe. She's with the Tokarians now. She'll be alright. They're going up here. Make our stand. They're not stopping. Battle starts small and... No? Go now. Here, you're leading us out. Okay, good. Just making sure who's who. This is going to be our last battle before the plague surrounds us here. We know they've taken quite a bit. We'll make our stand here. You know, we're all aggressively and we're bad on defense, which isn't good. I mean, would it be better off just to sign white peace after the battle, okay? Because I don't think there's any way we can win this war. We have to return and deal with the Manichaean menace. Yeah, more of them down there. We're outnumbered here, but we have them on. And I'll be patient for more defense. Wait for reinforcements. We can beat them back without their help. What luck. We can't stay here. Well, maybe you guys can, but... Retinue? Time for you to go. Get back over there and deal with the Manichaeans. Get up there any way you can. There's a lot of them out there. This one has at least partially better supplies, so... Okay, 7,000 army strong here, stays here. This one will go down here. Okay, we're splitting up. And since we're in the middle of the plague now, we're gonna have to shut the gates. We're gonna ride it out, so come with me. Actually, what will that take? Where is it right now? It has not reached Europe. It's got a while before it goes up to the steppes and then to this territory. Do I need her back with me so we can be in seclusion together? You survived the plague. Guess our last court visit before he died did well. So did she. Oh, resilience. Wish I had their courage. You know, the will to live. I wish I had that. And these guys are going to be in seclusion soon and be run out of money. Everyone's affected. Take what little money you can from them. Tell them to get out of here. They have no country anymore. No, she needs to live. I know they will. They survived. So will we. Some commoners have already got outside as my guards started closing the gates. A decisive thump silences the curious chatter coming from the other side. That means we lose our ability to have commanders down up on the front now. Except you. No. You're in seclusion too, aren't you? No. Member of the council. This is what we're going to deal with here. Get out. There's a lot of people infected by the plague. One, two, three, four. Hey, is the strong genius around? At least you're healthy. Let's get married. Let's get together, huh? Get the money, of course. You'll be designated regent. And, can give you good salary. Yeah, like me, more. And guard the treasury. You wanted to get married? Now, hopefully it's to make love, despite what you think of me. The vassals aren't going to be too happy with this. We might have a huge rebellion in our hands. Out. He's strong, he'll make it, just help him. You want to be on a council? Here. Oh no, that's a mistake. She still dislikes me. Especially with the heir educated with foreign culture. Well, I'm sorry, it's for her own safety. What else I could do? Yeah, just take over with a limited amount of troops. Darush is gone. Is that the retinue? Goodness. Not to mention the Manichaean threat. And there's going to be more Manichaeans. Oh no, please don't call up here. That's my court decision. Well, here's this guy I don't like in particular. He can get the plague. He can lead those troops. Morbid. It's only 2 holdings. It's a poorly developed country here. Council is no longer discontent, despite the fact the first 2 years is already becoming a disaster. In many ways. Is there any better supplies here? Yes, there. This is part of Persia. This is good land. But not so good. Yeah, it's mountains. Mountains is good. How's the rebellion doing? They might as well just call it a stalemate. I mean, we can head back and reinforce, but that doesn't look like that'll be the option anytime soon. Even under friendly territory. Alright, my very own book. Despite all this, at least I accomplished something. Olympian Musings by Empress Yena. This book is an insightful work on Olympian philosophy by the Empress Yena of Turan. +1 diplomacy. By the way, fictional philosophy as part of the university mod. It's not Aristotelianism, but it's something. Yes, the first ruler of the Turani Empire, or the Sogdian ruler, in a significant way, that has a philosophy. And you may notice that I'm not speaking too much. Feels like one would think is I kind of feel, out of breath in a sort of way. There's only one army big enough for both of us, so I'm sure his troops are infected. And I hope you get infected too. Oh, he's getting there. Yeah, you're gonna get yours. I try to sway you, but you ain't doing enough for me. You can get others to court. Who else wants to serve the damn army? Yeah, I'm a bit, trying to catch my breath at times because I'm just so... You know what I mean. Yeah, we're bringing these lackluster commanders here. They'll never get in our gates, but they could serve in those front lines. See how that goes. It'll begin on May 1st, so there is time to pick them out. Good? Good, Daria. Here they are, even though you're all going to be infected by the plague. You and your family. Sorry about that, but you're doing this for service of this great nation. Fully occupied. If you manage to survive, come up here. We'll try to survive together. Not the wisdom, he's a good man. In seclusion. Come on. And I need my most capable commanders, okay. I mean, I'd rather have you killed, but at this point, you're getting the plague now, so you got what you deserved. Such humor. Actually, the genius should be in the center. And you here and you here. Again, you're all inexperienced, so do what you can, you bunch of gouty, inexperienced people. While our cavalry will be on the way to take on the Manichaeans. Our economy's going way down. But don't worry, the trade is still good. Despite the Georgian invasion. It's 50. Oh. Excuse me. Oh. Yeah. You're gonna take quite a bit of a beating, but hope you'll manage. Not good. They have a Chinese trash. More out damage. Up center's not doing too well, but let's together. Doing well. Again, we're doing it for... Whoa, boy. Oh, he's bankrupt right now. He can't hire mercenaries. Oh, he can make a little bit of money, but I think overall everything's going to go down. He's still got a sizable army, but again, he's mainly focused on the rebellion. No matter the result. Move in. They're all gonna get the plague anyhow, and then we'll keep getting more and more commanders. Already there's a depopulation. Oh, there you are. You gotta deal with this threat now. You're more than enough to deal with them. Just take one holding, then go. It has come to our attention, O heavenly Emperor of the Jin Empire, that merchants from your lands have been acting with deceit and dishonesty while we've been conducting trade of our merchants. We are certain that you are to make sure that this behavior will cease immediately. Oh, we ain't got time for that. How our merchants conduct their trade is no business for the crown. We control the Silk Road. We're Sogdians. Don't you forget who we are. Talos, that's near here. You got a lot of work cut out for you. Big rebel army. But again, they don't hold this territory, so they won't go back here. Just take a holding, then go over there and try to take those areas. Then we should be alright for the time being. No depopulation here yet. No. But we'll soon have a depopulation in Sogdiana proper. Go, go. No, I will not allow her to turn into a savage. Don't want her speaking Tokharian. I put you over there just to get my daughter away from that epidemic. Right. Any able-bodied man alright? You got the plague, you dummy. Alright. You locked? Go deal with the revolt up there. Mannequin scum. Well, there was a city under construction. When we took it over, I guess apparently there was a city under construction. But hey, that means more supply limit. This is for you. Oh no. Yep, there's a bit of a depopulation here, so... minor depopulation. We can't stay here. Go up here. Return to this area. What little army we have, return. Zoroastrian Uprising. Alright. And meanwhile, let's defeat the Manichaeans. Even if they have the advantage of the mountains, we'll take them out too. Finally got them where we wanted. Bastards. Now... my goodness, my goodness. Oh, it's depopulated here too. You got no choice but to go to friendly territory. Sure, it'll get depopulated too, but it's friendly lines with 4 holdings. This one's the best developed yet. Until this gets depopulated too. Oh, it's completely under rebellion control. There's no other holdings we can take. We have to withdraw. Withdraw the friendly territory and reinforce. We'll probably bring our retinue back down here. depopulation in surrounding counties, but not Samarkand yet. You know, this is our first epidemic of this playthrough, you know? India ravaged by the plague. The plague has spread across India, from the rich North River Plains to the southernmost tip of Kanyakumari. While the people sought refuge in temples at first, now they too lay deserted. Corpses bowing before the gods, bodies bloated beyond recognition float down the Ganga. I was drinking. Still got plenty of money. If it gets below 1,000, have a reduced reinforcement rate. Just come on, get down here. It's depopulated. Can't stay here. Oh, this is depopulated too, but everywhere is depopulated. There's no safe place. Even from where it began, it's not safe. Nowhere is safe. Now it's encroaching into Europe. Which, of course, is the worst place in the world for a Zoroastrian to be. Whoa ho ho! Empire of Britannia. Is he the founder? No, he is. The mutilator? Now they got the monster. British Empire. Who's winning? Zoroastrian Uprising. I hope they win. Now as for them, Badshah's winning. If he can get a war score up a bit more, maybe they'll call for white peace. Won't do any good for us, but we can raise more troops if need be. But what good would that do? We could just very well quit the war right now and just call for white peace, but people are gonna hate me for this. And then we will get them at another time. While we would try to, I don't know, improve friendly relations with China again after what we did to them. Get more grace out of them and whatnot. Now, retinue must turn to the front line. Just get away. We don't have that much of an army left. Here too. You might as well just go home. I mean, this says best supply, but mind you, this hospital has depopulation protection, medium. So we've done a good job in investing, but by any means you can, please return to Samarkand. Whatever it takes, return to Samarkand. It's your new objective. The enemies will be retaking the holdings. The war will start over again. Once the reinforcement rate is up to 4,000, stop the reinforcement. Pick up a book. Yeah, this war's gonna have to start over from the beginning. Just get there by any means. just suffered a minor depopulation, but it's still in good supply because it's steppe, and the base is good, own realm, good technology. I put a new rally point to Samarkand if we need to raise more troops again. Or reassemble at a later time, which we have about that much troops. Persia ravaged by the plague. Trade routes to the east have become less traveled, as reports of the plague spreading in the Persian expense have increased in frequency. Entire villages are gone from the world of the living. Regarding the wealth and good harvest the year was enjoying, the reality is stark, as death continues to spread and despair paves its road. When will it end? That's what I'd like to know. Oh, I can legitimize you if I wanted it to. Depends on the upbringing, but I prefer her. I got her out of harm's way. It hasn't reached Tokharian lands yet. It's going to take a while. Now on, all armies must disassemble and reassemble at Samarkand, if the depopulation doesn't get any worse. We're just going to be in it for a long haul. And I'm sure our enemies suffering greatly as well. Not only in casualties, but also disease. He's going through areas that are just badly, badly diseased. They're not retaking any... Well, this is what's left of their grand army. My goodness. This is... oh yeah, rebel territory. He's not interested in this yet. He could call for white peace soon. As a precaution, disassemble and reassemble. If anyone is capable of reaching up to Samarkand, now would be the time. Well, actually, he's in seclusion, can't do anything about it. Just don't even. Least you can do. I mean, it's 13,000 strong, it'll be... There's enough room for all of us. And we'll figure it out from there. Once the epidemic is gone. And we'll figure out how to return to the front line. As I've said, if the depopulation doesn't get any worse... It ain't gonna change anytime soon. Oh, wait a minute. Ah, winter. So. Oh, stop, stop, stop. We can't assemble here. Winter's too brutal. Even the combination of the plague end. Okay, so don't go to the war at all. We may have to call for white peace here. If my mother's alive, she would hate that. She would have fought to the end. She would have been very dogmatic. Well, it's starting to go away now, but it's going to take a while. Yes, more of this, as you can see, and I've read that to you in many of my past playthroughs on the description of what that's like. But then again, you can hit pause, read it to yourself, and continue on. Okay, so whenever it's not winter, then. So when the Black Death starts to go away on the Persian front line, we gotta go. Of course, we have to leave Samarkand first. But hey, at least I'm getting the glory up a bit. So, yeah, it's starting to burn out, but be patient. We got no army, and neither do they. So who does this favor? It favors the one sitting at home, I guess. Running out of court decisions here. No. The disease got to Samarkand before Persia. I think we may have a chance. Wait next year. Or so. But at least as these people are dying, I'm getting more books. No white peace? Now how are the rebels doing? Almost non-existent. The loyalists will win. And they're going to slowly but surely retake the holdings, and there is a combination of slow fever and black death. Slow fever and black death. Slow fever, black death. Slow fever, black death in Persia. That means, with that combination, there's a severe depopulation. So basically, like this county has been depopulated to a severe extent as a result of the epidemic. Almost like nobody lives there anymore. Now the peasants of my realm are becoming convinced that Jews are behind the recent epidemic. I'm under pressure from some to condemn the Jews and from others to protect them. Something must be done. This place is ready to explode with fury of anger. Now Southern Europe too. Don't worry, disease will end with Samarkand soon. Remember, Samarkand is our home, and I've been keep getting books from every time the wisdom takes the position of headmaster. Gets the plague, he dies, I get a free book. Hey, free book from your former graduate. Despite the widespread condemnation of the Jews, I'm still not sure they are to blame for the recent epidemic. However, as Empress, I need to make a decision. This doesn't help me. No, the Jews are not to blame. We have a Jewish settlement in Samarkand. They've been doing good for us. It's almost over here. Another free book. Rumors of a pogrom is going to take place in Estakon, despite my decree that the Jews are not to blame the epidemic. But that's at Samarkand. For 10 years. No. But we have a lot of money, so I'm risking it. Put a stop to them now. If they go on a peasant revolt, we'll stop them. We have to bring order. Okay. Disease is clear. We only suffered a minor depopulation, but not so much on the other areas, though, unfortunately. So let's get everybody reassembled. The enemy is retaking their territories. They've finished their war. If they're back on, so are we. Lift the gates. Get out of here. I have to bring my girl back. Sure, the vassals will like me more that she's not being educated by a Tokharian. I will never leave you again. Sorry. You don't know what I've saw. You don't know what we've all witnessed. You just don't know the horror. So she's like, well, it's like, yes, she may have heard stories, but I don't know if her 5-year-old mind can comprehend what's going on up there. I mean, she was over there, and actually, which life is going well over there. It goes to Tokharian, they think, well, everything must seem normal. Then, Kashgar, where business is prospering, and to go through Fergana, she's probably wondering, as you could say, well, whoever's sent guards and a camel caravan to take them back to Samarkand, and they see, it's like, where's everybody here? And why aren't there not many troops guarding? And then the stark reality starts in, where is everybody? There's almost no one. They all gone. They're dead. And then, at least there's a bit more people in Samarkand, and then you just don't know what it was like. And plus, people are blaming the Jews, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault. They've suffered depopulation, some severe ones. They got no hospitals. Not even an occupied territory has hospitals. And now there's another epidemic further south, in slow fever, which those might as well be deserted. Just accept the fact that they're gone. But we have a lot of money, but I'm sure the silk trade will be back to normal. Our economy has just been devastated. Doesn't help with the low opinion, but the city tax seem alright. But it's only a matter of time before life will go back to normal. As the Black Death leaves the region and the supply limit will go up again, where we'll have to reassemble our army in Samarkand, and we'll work our way down and go to the routes where it did not suffer severe depopulation. Then we're back in the fight. So, oh, just this once. Give me a professional. And if need be, we can have more reinforcements. 3,000 man regiment. Non-reinforcing. Very good. But do we need that many? Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. I chose not to have white peace. I just figured this never give up, can-do spirit that we Sogdians inherit from our forefathers and foremothers, if that's even a term. But we're doing this for Zoroastrianism. Our faith has dwindled, but there's still hope. So we'll end the episode on that note, because on the next episode, the war restarts or re-escalates, as there are new territories to take over for the rest of Persia. If the war goes well, then there is a chance. But in our domain, we are very, very vulnerable because of severe depopulation. It's going to take decades to get back everything to normal. So let me leave you with this, I guess, a little aspiring thing of what we Zoroastrians have been doing. While we're dealing with Manichaeans now, the Karens are dealing with Mazdakis. Mazdaki. Don't worry. We're still here. We're still alive. And we're coming to Persia. We are coming to Parsa. We're coming home. Home for more holy sites. We already took over one, which this holy site is where it is said that the three Sogdians, at the end of time, will rise up and defeat the evil once and for all. And these two holy sites here, and another one in Kurdistan, the home of the other two great fires, which one day they will be lit again. Remember, back in the days of Roxana, the spark of the resistance, and that spark led to a great flame that led to Sogdiana's freedom, and then eventually the Turani Empire. And we're coming back down again, and we will lit those great fires again, in Dashtitan and Kurdistan. It's what makes Zoroastrianism so inspiring compared to all the others. Just like we Sogdians have been through, the same goes for the Persians. Zoroastrianism is a religion of hope and courage, and we hope you people have the hope and courage to find out what is the fate of Persia in the next episode. As the plague leaves, the war begins again, and we don't know what it'll be like, but let's just hope for a Zoroastrian victory. Just getting shivers because of what we just witnessed here. So, please join us in the next episode. May Ahura Mazda be with us. Until then, so long for now.